When I came to Glasgow in August 1956, I was almost immediately invited to attend the Glasgow BPW Club meeting. I was impressed, and if I had not been asked to join, I am sure I would have inquired what my possibilities were. Its members were all strong in their business and professions and were ready and anxious to be successful. The club, organized by such leaders as Beulah Nunn, Moray Foster, Ann Rogers, Ladine Hamilton, Norma Redford, and others, was sure to be worthy of projects that would change the face of Glasgow, and I wanted to be right in there with them. The success of the WKU Glasgow campus was on the minds of everyone, especially those of us who were educators. When asked to chair a committee to raise funds for the university library, I suggested that we raise $100,000 and also asked if I could choose the committee. Eventually, I chose Ladine Hamilton as co-chair and Lou Reed Elmore, Davy Greer, Mona Goodman, Joyce St. Charles, and Willa Taylor as members. Each had an ability to sell our project and engage every other member to give it her all. Two other fundraising efforts were underway at this time, the YMCA and the Museum of the Barons. A businessman involved with one of these projects came to me and said, "Get out of this library fundraiser before you embarrass yourself. You cannot succeed." Well, if our fire was just getting started, it burst into an inferno at his remarks. That day, I left the club singing. She began to sing as she tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and she did it. Actually, we did it. Dr. Meredith noted that this was the most ambitious project ever undertaken to aid the library by a private group, and added, "It will serve as a testimony to the value placed on higher education in the Glasgow community." If Dr. Meredith were surprised by such an undertaking, few people in Glasgow doubted that the BPW would succeed, for that group of women was and is more than a meet-and-eat organization. We were supported right from the start with $10,000 donations from R.R. Donnelly's and Eaton, and several $500 and $1,000 donations. But there were also many $1 to $5 donations, which in some cases were the widow's mite. The project began March 11, 1988, and reached its goal on February 2, 1989. Our 54-year-old club is still eager to show its inclination and ability to choose wisely, to create where needed, and to serve a city worthy of its efforts. I will miss being with you for this celebration, but I am improving in health every day. Congratulations to the WKU Glasgow Library for 20 years of service. Golda Walbert. You know, we had a choice to make about which event to target the party for. This is not the anniversary of the library opening. That was actually a year and a half later. I didn't think it was the right thing to put the emphasis on the actual now open for business end of it. I really thought that the community effort and the fundraising should be the target for the celebration. So it was 20 years and 2 months ago that the fundraising goal was reached and the plans started in earnest, and all of the many people involved who had to research the equipment and the materials and things. That was just the beginning of it, but I am a very, very, very proud member of this university community as a whole, and also of this campus. I live here in Glasgow, and I have for the last 8.5 years, and I agree with Golda that all of the effort that everyone's made is totally worthy of this place. I have been very happy here. I have a 15-year-old son who goes to Glasgow High School, so this is a terrific place, a little bit different from where I grew up, and I have had to, you know, make some adjustments to my hearing because the local speech required some interpretation when I first moved here. One of the first things one of my coworkers said to me was that she couldn't work on Thursday because she and her